In 2015, a firm called Hydroponics built a hydroponic computer-controlled greenhouse here in Omagh. Initially, everything grew very well. The plants grew tall, lush and green, but there was very little fruit on them. Gradually, further problems arose. Firstly, it was impossible to grow different sorts of plants together because they required different amounts of fertilizers. Where light reaches the water, algae proliferate. For some reason, there was a lack of the correct minerals, in this particular case, a lack of calcium. This led to a disease in tomatoes known as blossom rot. During the summer, pests, such as this one, leaf miner, invaded the greenhouse. There were large numbers of ants, and they brought with them mealybugs. Whitefly were prolific on the cabbage, the lettuce, and the kale. Last year, the roots became black and died, and within them could be seen nematodes. Pure water is lost through transpiration and evaporation. This water is replaced constantly by mains water, which contains small amounts of salt. Thus, gradually, the salt concentration builds up in the water. In July and August, the water temperature reached 32 degrees, and on a Khamsin was even higher than this. This prevented the roots growing into the water. These problems, either singly or together, caused the death of most of the plants. Lettuce, and perhaps other plants, seem to be aware of their environment. When the hours of daylight exceed a certain level, the plant seems to know that it is time to produce seeds, and so it bolts, growing rapidly upwards rather than producing the leaves which we normally eat. Using a reverse osmosis system, the salt is removed and only pure water is added to the system. One of the big problems was a lack of oxygen in the water. This was particularly compounded in summer when the water gets very hot. The solution is an air pump, which pumps bubbles of air through small porous pipes into the water. But it needed a chiller to reduce the combination of high water temperature, which burnt the roots, and a low oxygen tension. Experiments. Rock wool is used extensively in hydroponics, and the main company that supply it, Grodan, charges very high prices for their product. Lettuce was grown either in ordinary rock wool bought in a hardware shop or a Grodin block. There was no difference between them. Pineapple plants were placed in the deep water system to see whether it was possible to grow pineapples hydroponically. So far they're doing very well. Excellent root formation, and the plants themselves are healthy. Next year, extra fertilizer will be added directly to the base of the plants that need higher concentrations of fertilizer to see whether they can grow together with those plants that need much less.